Donald Trump was asked about his positions on a variety of questions having to do with abortion in his recent Time magazine interview. And while he very clearly, as you'll see, did not want to say much specifically about what he believes about this, in doing so, one thing came through loud and clear, which is that he is terrified about the political ramifications of the positions that he's taken. He is running scared on this topic, and he should, because when you push him, the things he will begrudgingly say, the vast majority of the American people do not agree. And so the reporter Cordelessa asks him, people want to know whether you would veto a bill if it came to your desk that would impose any federal restrictions, the federal ban that so many in the right wing in the Senate and House have talked about. He says, but you have to remember this. There will never be that chance because it won't happen. You're never gonna get 60 votes. You're not gonna have it for many, many years, whether it be Democrat or Republican. Right now, it's essentially 50-50. I think blah, 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 election stuff. So it's not gonna happen because you won't have that, okay? But with all that being said, it's all about the states. It's about states' rights. States' rights. States are gonna make their own determination. Which sounds like, I don't really want to say whether I do it or not, but I guess states' rights, which implies that he wouldn't. First of all, he's not saying that he wouldn't, to be clear. And also, a guy who has like 30,000 plus documented lies shouldn't be trusted, even if he said it clearly, but he's not even saying it clearly. Cordelessa tries in a follow-up. He says, so just to be clear then, you won't commit to vetoing the bill if there's federal restrictions, federal abortion restrictions. And he says, I won't have to commit to it because it'll never, number one, it'll never happen. Number two, it's about states' rights. And he goes on to the same exact thing. This is about and was originally about getting out of the federal government. The last thing you want to do is go back into the federal government. Well, maybe you do, or maybe he does. The majority of Americans want the law to be like it was back before when it wasn't banned in so many states. And so he was asked further questions about his positions on abortion, including about access to the abortion pill. He said, well, I'm not gonna say anything about this. I have a very strong statement coming in 2 weeks, so you can see it then. And then 2 weeks go by and he's interviewed again and he's asked about that. It's been 2 weeks, where's your statement? He says, I'll be doing it over the next week or two. And I don't know about you, but I can't wait. I'm excited to find out what his position is. It's coming, I mean, can't be more than a week and a half from now. And then we'll know finally, Sharon, what he really thinks about this. Because he wouldn't just keep kicking the can down the road. He tells it like it is. He's honest and authentic is what I've heard. What do you think?
This guy has a lot of gall, a lot of nerve. I mean, he really is gonna keep saying a week, no one picked up, I have to do more research. I mean, this is the kind of thing that, like, if my kid said this to me, we're done, okay? This is the issue of the election right now, okay? For most people, this is it. And we wanna know what you're gonna do. You went from bragging about killing Roe v. Wade, okay? And now you're telling us that everybody agreed with this or that, we didn't. And by the way, you might or might not intervene and you'll get back to us. It's nutty because there's people who have pressing medical matters.
It is nutty. I think that's a great way to describe it. Members make a difference here at TYT. You help make the show happen and we see you in the chat with your loyalty badge. Click the join button to become a member today.